Hey, boo.
Hi, girly.
Court, I was happy that you were going to be on because I might be able to use you as an example for tonight's call.
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome. Grace.
She on yet?
I see.
Hello.
There she is.
What's up, girl?
I'm here. Can you see me yet?
Not yet. Let me.
No.
Usually I can ask video.
Let me hang up and try again.
Cool. Britt's on. Hey, Britt.
Hi.
Hey, babe.
What's up?
See you.
I know. What's going on, friends?
Just hanging. Ready to freaking kick ass in October.
Did I feel that?
Yeah. Bianca, hey, babe.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So good. Happy October 1st.
Yes.
How was your weekend?
It was amazing. Amazing. Amanda
Yeah,
looked,
she was at Amanda's wedding.
yes.
Oh,
She was gorgeous, gorgeous. Everything was perfect. It was so dreamy. Loved it.
It looked amazing.
Yeah.
I was a little bummed that she didn't post anything, but I'm like, homegirl shouldn't be on her phone.
Right.
Yeah, but I was like, get on it.
Yeah. We had no service out there. We were literally in the middle of the mountains on this beautiful ranch. So that's why, partly why.
So Justin's sister got married very close to where Amanda got married.
Okay.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah. No, it really was.
I think she got married a week ahead of Amanda this time last year.
Okay.
So yeah, the weather.
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect.
The weather's perfect. Oh, and Grace. Okay, I just asked if we could start your video.
Yay!
There we are.
Yay!
I'm on my phone now too instead of my computer. So maybe that did it.
Love technology.
Woohoo!
Love technology. I feel like a lot of people forgot that tonight was the team call night. Because we haven't had a team call the first week of a month in a very long time. It's usually it's been the second week of the month. So I'm kind of glad it's a little smaller group, and especially you guys, because you all are you guys are literally growing your business right now. So it makes it really easy. We can apply it to what you guys are doing specifically. And Britt's been in Emerald for a while, and she'll be able to tell you how she's been able to hold it and all that good stuff. But most importantly, how are you guys feeling with MM100? How are your bodies?
Oh my God. I actually doubled up today because I was looking at my calendar and I realized I was not about to do cardio at 8:00 tomorrow night. Because I can't do cardio in the morning. I just feel like I don't have enough juice. So I doubled up, and let me tell you, I videoed it, and my face halfway, I'm like, what? Wait. And then I'm talking about it, and I'm like, yo, calm down. Because it's 20 minutes of her just and I was like, yeah. There's one move I couldn't get, so I had to replay it 5 times. Still couldn't get it.
Really?
Oh, but it's I think it's because of my arm, because it's the bear crawl, the sideways, but your one arm moves with your opposite foot. So I just couldn't, my coordination just couldn't get it. It was in, I think, last week too, but I just couldn't get it.
I don't know, girl. You with your one arm, you still look way more coordinated than a lot of people that have 2 working arms.
For sure.
Right? Grace, you've been crushing it too.
Seriously.
You guys just.
Thanks. I've been cleared for a lot more range of motion and stuff, which has been helpful to be able to get back into it. I'm doing push-ups now on the ground instead of on
the wall
or a wall where I started. And when I did my first push-up, my physical therapist looked at me. He's like, was that a joke? And I was like, I'm scared. And he's like, you're fine. You're ready for it. I was like, okay.
Thanks, coach.
Yeah, I needed that though.
Yeah, for sure. I love people like that. They're like, no, you can get your shit together. Come on.
Yeah, because I think I moved like that much. He was like, no, I'm not playing like this.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Good. I'm glad that you guys have been cleared, and that is awesome. Oh my gosh, is my mouse seriously? My mouse just died. I'm not going to be able to share a screen with you. Hang on 1 second. Let me grab.
Hey, Hev.
Yeah, my mouse just died.
Hi, boo-boos.
Just right in the middle. Well, cool. I'm glad everyone's alive and is okay. And I know that everyone was around for 80-day obsession phase. Like the end of phase 2 sucked, and into phase 3, and that's when like a lot of people just felt terrible. So I felt like this is kind of happening right now in this phase, because I had a little flashback to day 64 of 80-day obsession come up, and I'm like, well, it's day 64, or 64 was yesterday, and I was just remember being exhausted during that time. So I'm glad we're all pushing through. I'm glad some of us have like listened to our bodies and maybe have taken a rest day and just doubled up ahead of time or doubled up a day later. Like this last weekend, I took off upper body day because I just wanted to rest. And the next day I did it with my dad, and I did core. So I think in these moments when we feel like just skipping, it's just better to just rest and come back to it later when we have the juice, like Courtney, like what you're talking about. That's a big thing, is like knowing that it's okay to rest, but get our shit together later, as long as we just get it together later.
Yeah.
So tonight, to get going, now that it's 7 minutes after 8:30, most importantly, I really wanted to chat with you guys about just strategizing on your way to diamond. And Heather, I'm so happy that you're on here because you hit diamond, and Courtney's so close to diamond, and everyone in here is building their business. So this call is really important for someone who it gets asked in general, like, what are you doing for your health and wellness, and just how to strategically place people and how to keep going, and why the term side hustle means that it's a side hustle and it's not a do a little bit and stop and then do a little bit and stop. This is something like just do a little bit consistently, and it compounds over time. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of the compound effect, but it's the same thing. It's just a little goes a long way, and it's really easy to, when we have goals, to want to hit those goals. And Heather and Courtney, like you all know this, like you're gonna want to hit those goals, but the burnout starts happening, and the burnout is so real. And it feels really good when you hit those goals, and it's worth it because you know that, okay, I made it through that hard. I did the hard things and I made it happen. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but now I'm burned out. So as we go through those different seasons of emotions with this, we learn when the burnout is a good thing, when it's good to really push for those goals and it's good to exert yourself. And then we know other times when to reserve our energy. And that's just a matter of doing it over time and experience. And Bianca and I were talking about that a little bit today on Voice Messenger, just basically how, like, I think it was yesterday, because I know Grace and Bianca were pushing for Success Club 6, and, at the very end of the month. And I think Cassie also said yesterday, like, this is stressful, like waiting to the end of the month. Like, why would I wait to the end of the month? And it's like, if we don't, those moments of getting stressed out are a good thing because it's an experience. It allows us to know why we don't want to wait to the last minute. That way we can put it towards the beginning of the month. And personally, I know from experience when I work with my clients that when we start them off earlier on in the month, they feel like they've had a more successful month overall. So it's not just like they're getting started in the middle of the month. They kind of get started at the end of the month, and then there's a new month. They also feel better about themselves and how they did their month and how they just rock their own month the earlier we get them started as well. So it's not just a goal for us looking back or looking at it all. It's also our clients like it as well. At least that's what my experience has been, and that's what I've been kind of taught throughout all these 3.5 years. So just to shout someone out too, Bianca is going to be going Emerald on Thursday.
Yay! So exciting.
It is so exciting. It's just one of those things where it's like you took the bull by the horns and you decided to do it. Like, just decided to do it. And Grace, she hit Success Club.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. So that's going to be announced on Thursday. And so that happens. So ranking advancements and new announcements happen on Thursdays always. That's why we're not celebrating yet. We're going to wait until corporate actually writes it in our back office for us to see. So on Thursdays, you'll always see all these rank advancements and stuff like that. And that's payday and all that good stuff. So the thing is with getting to Emerald, and please, if you're a veteran coach or if you're not a veteran coach, if something might not click or if you've forgotten it or whatever, please speak up. Like, no question or thought is a dumb question. I need to be reminded of things sometimes too when I'm talking with Nikki, and I feel like a dumbass sometimes when Katie Flynn and all those other girls who are like the elite coaches just know their shit. And so speak up, please, if anything feels like you just don't know it. No question is a dumb question. So when we get ourselves to Emerald, that's 2 active or discount coaches, right? I guess this is going to be a little bit more of an interactive call. So like, I guess like a nod the head, or if you don't know, you can go like this. It's fine. So Shannon, so getting to Emerald is having 2 active coaches, and those coaches can be discount or they can be actively working the business. Now it's just 2 of them. And that means, and it's 2 on either leg, because everyone has a left leg and everyone has a right leg. It's like you have a strong and a weak leg, really. I mean, like you have a 1 dominant leg, right, in real life, and you have 1 weaker leg in real life. And that stronger leg is the volume that is coming down from your coach and your upline who is working. So if you didn't have a coach that was working, let's say you signed up with someone who wasn't working, and we kind of just had this with Courtney, like coach wasn't working and she didn't have a strong leg where the volume was created on one of the legs. And so we needed to get something changed, because when we sign up with a coach who's not working, we don't have a strong leg, and we need and want a strong leg, because when we have volume accumulating on one of our stronger legs, as we grow our weak leg, because when we get to Emerald and Ruby and Diamond, we start cycling. That's when we start retaining residual income. When we have 1 active person on our weak leg and 1 active person on our strong leg, with all the volume coming down, we begin to cycle. At Emerald, it's $14 to $15 per cycle, and you can cycle up to 96 times in 1 day. Okay, so the thing is to make the most out of this, to make the most out of these cycles, to make the most out of your coach working and doing what he or she is doing, it's really to get to Diamond, because when we get to Diamond, we cycle at $18 a cycle. And then on top of that, not only do we cycle at $18 a cycle, but you get a 10% commission on just everything. And then it just grows from there. There's 50 other steps after Diamond. But the first step is Emerald, and making that decision to go Emerald is the best decision anyone can make, especially when we sign up a family member on the weak leg. And when we sign up or a spouse or something like that. And I'll tell you why. And I wonder if I can start sharing a screen with you. Is everyone with me so far? Kinda? Yeah, okay, cool. So we have Emerald, and making that decision of signing up a spouse or a significant other on the weak leg is a big deal, not only because is that where we're going to want to purchase all of the gifts for all of our clients and coaches and discount members from, but it's going to save us money. We're going to be able to give more people more things because we're saving money. And when we have that second account, when we get to a 2-star diamond coach, now this is where this gets kind of fun. So after you hit diamond, okay, diamond rank, that means you have 4 coaches on either leg, and then one of those 4 coaches is an emerald, okay? After you hit diamond and you have at least 2 diamonds in your downline, so and then you have, let's say your 2 emeralds turn diamond, what you can do is then you can create your second business center underneath your spouse that you signed up, underneath the family member that you signed up. And this is key here because we did the math, and I got a whole seminar training on this when I was at Summit. If let's say we weren't to sign up a family member, or we weren't going to sign up a spouse, or something like that, and we end up making our second business center, just simply by placement, it can be an additional $4 to $10 grand a month. Simply by placement, like just by signing up that person. So Emerald, even though it's like not necessarily an easy step, it's a step forward saying, I'm here, I'm going to do this. But the reason why we do that is for that long-term success that we're setting ourselves up for. So when people say, I'm going for Emerald, that's an awesome thing to do. Bianca, I'm proud of you. Grace, you're growing it. It's one of those things that when we do that, we're in it for the long haul. And the main reason why we do that, not only is so we can gift our people things, but when we get to 2-star diamond, that's where we sign up our second business center in that space. And just simply by hold that placeholder right when we get started, that's why we make so much more income, just by being there, like not doing anything else, which is kind of crazy, but that's just what it is. So you gotta, like, everyone in here is either at Emerald or going for Emerald. So like, you got to give yourselves a pat on the back because you have that placeholder. And it's a huge placeholder because all that volume that's coming down from your coach is being trickled underneath that person, and you have that placeholder, right? So Emerald again. So we're going to go back we're going to bring it back down to the smaller stuff. Emerald again is the 2 coaches on either leg, a weak leg and a strong leg, 2 discount coaches or 2 active coaches. A lot of times, a lot of discount coaches turn into active coaches, and they don't even mean to. It's just they're getting amazing results, and people are asking them what they've done, and they end up becoming active coaches. Those are our best types of people because they're the truest of the true people versus someone who just wants to come into this and be a salesperson, right? Like those people who are customers and discount members who get asked, what are you doing to change your health and wellness? What are you doing to lose weight? Those are the people that we want on our team because they're making that mindset change. They're making that physical, consistent effort and work in their own health and wellness journey. So a lot of times those discount coaches change into active coaches when they are working on themselves. So again, when we have those 2 emeralds, we're at Success Club 4, and we need Success Club 6 every month. And Success Club 6 isn't just like a barometer for our business. What it is it actually pays for Success Club trips as well. So there's a lot more to the Success Club portion of this. Like, yes, we know that, our business is growing and we're being consistent. But when we hit Success Club 6 as well, those points go towards paying for our Success Club trip to the Caribbean, to Mexico on a cruise, all that good stuff for free. When we hit Success Club and more, it pays for your entire trip. And the really cool thing is when you hit Success Club 12, so if you're an annual Success Club earner for 12 months straight, you'll become an all-star, a Success Club all-star. And you'll get the first invite to Coach Summit. You'll get the first opportunity to reserve a hotel. You'll be the first person to get on the cruise or the trip, the team trips and all that good stuff. You'll be the first one to get notified and to sign up for it. And then the year later, as we're hitting Success Club every single month after that, it's paying for that trip. So not only is Success Club just a good barometer to have for our business and to know that, hey, I'm doing this right. I've figured out a flow in my business. I figured out a marketing flow. I figured out, a conversation flow. The Success Club that we're doing every single month, it's more than just our names up on a board. It's more than just recognition up on the board. We see Julie Kemp and she's got Success Club 56 every single month. You know what I mean? Or Katie Flynn when she had 118 every single month. Those numbers are possible, but it's more than just our names up on a board. It's 3 people every month, and it gets really easy to help people when we stay consistent with our own journey. And it's just 3. And those 3 is more than just our name being up on a board. It's paying for our Success Club trips. So all of us can go on trips together. So we don't have to pay for the team trips at all. So we can all go for free and bring our significant others for free, right? So that's the cool part. So here's how the rankings and Success Club combine. How's everyone doing? Good. Okay, thank you. So we have Success Club 6 is 3 people. And then when we hit Emerald, obviously it's 2. But when we have those 3 people and we sign them up as discount coaches, and for me, when I was going for Diamond, I decided I want 10 people on one leg and I want 10 people on the other because I just wanted that buffer. And because let's be real, there's going to be people who fall on and off their journey. I know for me, when I first started, even as a coach, I didn't know what I was doing, and I would come on and off Shaco, change my order, change the date that it was shipping, and life just happens. So for me, I knew that if I was going to be signing up 3 people minimum a month, I was, going to be signing up 2 people on one leg and then 1 person on another. And then the next month, it would be 2 people on that leg and then 1 person on the other, right? So now we're at 3 people on either leg, right? And we need at least 4 to get to Diamond. So the next month, the 3rd month, really, when we sign up 2 more people and 1 more person, if any of these people go Emerald, we'll be at Diamond. And that's in 3 months. That's it. And then if we continue to hustle, because let's say 2 people fall off, rocker symbol, let's say 2 people fall off, right? But we sign up and we stick to Success Club again, those 2 people fall off, but let's say those 3 more people come on, we'll be back up and now we're at 10 total. So we have 5 and 5. And then the process just keeps going. And it's a really simple, the burnout to go up and down to when all of a sudden get 10 people on board is awesome. And if you want to do that, go for it. But the consistency, I promise, is going to feel better in your soul. It's going to feel better just in general. There's going to be days where you're going to have goals. You're going to be like, I need 5 more people to get to Diamond and I just need to get there. And sister, do it, right? But at the end of the day, that consistency, when we find it, makes up for the burnout. It makes up for so many things if you just saw that, that was 3 months, you get to Diamond, right? And it's just a matter of just being consistent versus going up and down and up and down. It's just figuring out the path to it. And the first key was basically deciding to hit Emerald and hitting Success Club And that's just really where it starts. I totally skipped over the ruby step because after you go from emerald to diamond, in between that jump, going from emerald to ruby is 3 people on either leg, and one of those 3 people is ruby, and then to get to diamond, you just go emerald again. So when you get to ruby, you're cycling at $16 an hour or a day, or 96 times a day. So, and that's just simply like, instead of having your customers paying more per month on their product, that's us saying, no, just use the discount. And if they fall on and off, that's okay, because we're creating a buffer, right? And that's helping our clients not spend as much. That's getting us to our next rank goals. And overall, it's just a better decision, and it's more consistent. Does that make sense? Okay. Cool. I don't really know what graphic I was going to show you other than like the one that I broke down with, that I used for Courtney's almost diamond graphic. But basically this is diamond. Here's us right here. We are this person. And when we have those 4 people and 2 of them are emerald, that's when we hit diamond. And I think the biggest thing when I first started this was when I realized, once you hit diamond, oh yeah, you're not always diamond. Like, you still have to hustle. Like, no shit. Like, it's a side hustle. So learning that consistency to build over time. So that way it just builds and builds and builds and builds versus a lot of work and then burnout and then everything crashes. It's just consistent. Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions? Does anyone have anything to share, maybe like on their way to Emerald or Success Club or Diamond, the things that you might have learned or would have done differently or wish maybe you would have done?
I definitely suffered the burnout. Like, once I hit Diamond, I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm there. And then you have to be consistent and keep going, because like Lynn said, you won't always be Diamond. You have to keep moving forward to keep it, I guess. But I definitely felt the burnout for sure.
It's a thing.
And can I just say one thing? Ranks, absolutely you want to rank, but for me personally, I got so caught up in it that I kind of forgot almost, I don't know how to say it in a way that makes sense, but I almost forgot like why I was doing it. It was just like, oh my God, I get hit. Like, that's all I saw. All I saw was just like, go, get Diamond. And then I got there and I was like, what do I do now? Yeah. So just make sure you're like, continue to remember why you're doing what you're doing, because when you start focusing so much on hitting goals, you kind of forget that. And then for me, I got super overwhelmed with everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I am like now, because I'm so close to Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like people that are like, yeah, I want to go, but like they just aren't like there. And it's just like the burnout, because I'm like, I want to hit it, and I want to hit it frigging now, because I want that like, okay, like I can do this.
Yeah.
But then trying to like balance that with my like teaching job and like all the work, it's just like so overwhelming. And I'm like, I don't want to do my schoolwork. I want to do like Beachbody stuff. So I have like first period and I'm like checking off. People are like, hey, I'm like, nope, not right now. I'm busy. Not right now. But yeah, the burnout is definitely real. So I think just trying to figure out like a balance between like this stuff and then like your own life, because I was just coming home and then just like popping on calls or doing X, Y, and Z. And it was just like, I didn't have time for me or like my family. And it was just like, holy crap, like I need to take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, my family knows that Mondays and Tuesday nights are business, and that they're probably not going to see me, but they're going to see me the rest of the week.
that's true.
That because of what you just explained, Courtney, I wasn't giving. It was all just scattered.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was present.
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
it's like trying to balance everything.
Mhm.
So, but it's just like slowly like, okay, Monday and Tuesdays, like calls. And then if we have like random stuff going on, fine. But otherwise it's like, all right, I can turn my phone off and, you know, be around for dinner or for this or that.
Amen. And I mean, you, and not to mention, like, both of your parents are some of your coaches, and you know, definitely want to hang out with some of your coaches while they're around.
Hell yeah.
And I think that the coolest thing too, that how you set yourself up, because both your parents wanted to be involved. Actually, I think you signed up one of your parents, right, and the other one said they wanted to do it.
Yeah, my mom, I signed up immediately, and then like 4 or 5 months later, my dad's like, I need help with nutrition. And so then I was just like, all right, so I put him on my other leg.
See, I think you have the most perfect setup, because I have Justin on one of my legs, and then I had my mom on my other leg. And what I did was I got them both to Emerald, and that's how I got myself to Diamond.
That's smart.
Because I had my 4 people, and then I had 4 more discount members, and I just placed them underneath
That.
Mom and Justin, got them to Emerald, and I got myself to Diamond. And I mean, I don't think that we should build our business on a house of cards, but you know, there's still our customers, and I still believe in offering them the discount. And if that was just going to pay me back for all the time that I've devoted to this to get myself to Diamond, I'm going to do it. Yeah. So I popped them to Emerald, and then as I kept doing Success Club every month, there's more Emeralds that just kept, just by being who they are, just popping up. Yeah.
And I realized, like, I never signed up Scotty, and I've just like, people were just like starting to pop on. So then it's like, all right, do I sign him up with me? Because, you know, we'll be married at some point in our lives, or do I sign him up under my mom? You know what I mean? So I think
that's going to be a game time decision. You're like right there.
Exactly. So it's just like, all right, it's right there, but it's not there yet.
Yeah.
So
it's nice that you have that third party though.
Yeah.
That's cool. How's everyone else doing? I feel like you all are on a great path. Like Grace is a month and a half in, and like she hit Success Club her first month, so she's a 1-month success starter, which is fantastic. Grace, I meant to voice message you today, but I will voice message you tomorrow. Just about, we're on Success Club month 2, and that means like you're so close to getting your free freaking ticket to Summit. Just so exciting. And that's all that matters right now for where you are in your journey, right? Like, where you are is perfect. Like, again, it's just the Success Club building. Like, where you are is perfect. And beyond where you are with getting yourself to Emerald and learning about Success Club from September, like that was perfect. You building that. Now we know what we need to do moving forward. It's everyone like kind of knows where they're at, and they're doing great, and everyone's doing great in their own journey. But now it's like, okay, it's October 1st. So like next, what are we going to do this month, right? To hit Success Club and just start chipping away closer and closer at that goal without exhausting ourselves.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Britt, are you there? Yeah, I see you. Okay. Hey, girl.
Yeah. I've been struggling because I don't have Wi-Fi or service anywhere I live. So I can't go home if I want to work. It doesn't even load stories. It doesn't do anything. So it's like, do I go home or not? So that's working on in progress because we're working on getting Wi-Fi. But I do have one little piece of advice that I'm basically just going to call myself out because it's true, and I'm not going to just put it down. Don't overdo it either. Because, like, when you start, you're like, oh, yeah, I can do this. Okay, the bare minimum is 5 to 10 people a day. I'll do 100. Like, I literally burnt the shit out of myself to where I was just done. I was like, I don't want to do any of this. I'm done with it. I don't want anything like that. But, like, if you think of it, like, as, like, a building block and stuff, like, the little bit that you do every day is a little bit to keep you sane but moving forward.
Yes.
Like, I've been in the same position for, like, 2 years. It is what it is. I've had shit come up. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to worry about it, to be completely honest, because life happens. But, like, what I've realized over time and then, like, in the past month is, like, literally the past month is when it all clicked about this. But you can't overdo it because you'll drain yourself. You won't go out with your friends because you'll want to get to something. You guys were talking about, like, you'll skip and you won't realize that time's passing with, like, family members and things like that. And then, like, you just have to do, like, your 10 to 20 people, maybe at the most 50 a day is getting you somewhere. Multiply that by 7, then multiply that by 30, then by 12. Like, that's a fucking shit ton of people. Sorry if there's kids around. I did not check. But, like, it's a lot. Like, just trust yourself. Like, trust the process. Like, I didn't trust the process. I was doing, like, 100, 150 people a day. I'm like, yes. And then it was just a task. And after it being a task, I didn't have any joy doing it, and I was burnt out, and I fell off. Like,
yeah, and then we miss, like, the human connection part of it.
you miss the reason why you started doing it.
Mm-hmm. Like Heather was saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely. I mean, it's all like what you're saying. Do enough to keep you sane to hit your goals for the month, but don't exhaust yourself to the point where it's like we're just doing too much. Like, it's just the little chipping blocks every day.
Mm-hmm.
The simple stuff.
But I'm happy to see all your faces, and I'm happy I got service for a little bit.
Same. Happy you hopped on.
Me too.
Oh, and it is 9:07 since we started at 8:37. Well, before we close, does anyone have anything else to say or any other questions at all? Anything? I want to make sure you guys have all the info as much as possible.
Oh, I have a question, and I think I know the answer, but my brain is like mush. For Summit,
mm-hmm.
if we're bringing, like, our significant others, all right, they have to be signed up as a coach, correct?
Yes, if you want them to join us in the workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
what I know, you have to have them signed up.
Yeah, perfect. Well, he'll be signed up at some point. We just don't know when yet.
Cool. Cool.
So.
All right, you guys. I'm probably going to go and do what Shannon's doing right now. And, well, so good to see y'all's faces. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for popping on and spending your time with us. It really means a lot.
Did anybody get a picture?
No. Oh, my hat on.
I look like a hot mess.
I need to shower.
I need to finish my self-tanning.
I'm going to do a boomerang.
A
Ready?
boomerang?
Boomerang. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Awesome.
Cool. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Have an awesome week. Have an awesome October. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Bye. Bye.